Alright guys, I added the mic in case I want to use it at any point in the stream. When I'm using it, I'll just turn the mic on. When I'm not, I'll turn the mic off. So we're going on a hike. This is one of my favorite games, the realistic forest demo on Roblox. There's hardly any game that's, or forest, whatever, that's more realistic than this one. Whenever I'm developing my game, I get inspiration from this and other realistic games throughout Roblox. This is a nice place to visit, chill and hang out, and kind of simulate that realistic forest experience. Another reason I like this game is because we get a lot of random players. So it does get players pretty often, and there's a wide variety of people to just hang out with, constantly coming through. So this is kind of a chill stream. There's not really a very clear objective. It's just to enjoy the nature and hang out with people, with friends, or just even with the wildlife. You can see the dragonflies here. Might be fish here, I don't know. But it's pretty nice just to relax and enjoy this. There's no real agenda. I can be just chilling for a while, and you guys can feel free to join me. You can feel free to just watch. With the wildlife, you can see. Right now I'm just walking inside of the woods, kind of off the path, and seeing what I can find inside of the foliage. There might be some hidden stuff, or just I just want to appreciate the models and appreciate the forest. come across some ancient ruins here. This is the Roblox logo. It's been hidden here for like 50 years and finally come and discovered it. So if you take a close look at these leaves, you can see all the details. You can see even these little spots where the leaf is kind of dying or it's a little sick. So I'm sure that these developers didn't really make these models, but they definitely made good decisions in which ones to pick, because I've seen a lot of these models in the toolbox. So again, I don't see anything wrong with using toolbox models, because you can see here's a good example of what you can make with the toolbox. Just be careful, you know, make sure you look at the models, make sure you open them up and see what's inside. If there are any scripts, read the scripts. If there are any parts you don't need, then just delete those parts. Very easy, and then you've got what you need.
Very easy.
So I've noticed the lighting here is a little bit off, because in the real world it wouldn't be this dark under the trees. Like, it would be shady, but it wouldn't be pitch black like this. So hopefully we'll see improvements, you know, in the Roblox physics engine and lighting and all that good stuff in the future. Still, it's impressive, because ideally the light from the sun here should pass through these leaves and not completely disappear. Like, you know, you would still see the shadows and like the green light as it passes through, but it is what it is. I'll say this is pretty realistic and I enjoy it. To the untrained eye, someone who's just popping in might say, hey, is this real life or is this a game? And then they might realize it's just a game. So throughout the stream, just a heads up guys, I might do some AFK just to allow the viewers to enjoy the ambience, like this waterfall. I might just AFK at the waterfall for like 10-20 minutes and then play again. So just a heads up, if I stop moving, it's because I'm just chilling. I think we have some fish over here. So earlier I did a stream about the fish in my game. Now these are pretty cool because I think they move around and they also are animated, so that's cool. So if we watch them for a minute, we might see the fish. They might move around a little bit from place to place. But one thing I really like about creating animals is letting them move around on their own. So it's not like you program where they move and, you know, they move once every 5 seconds, whatever. No, the way I like to make them is that they just move whenever they want and they do whatever they want, you know. That's how you can kind of tell that it's actually a living thing when you can't really tell what it'll do next. We have this random player exploring the woods. You know, maybe some people playing Roblox don't have a chance to explore the woods in their life, and if they really want to just go for a hike, this is an opportunity. This is a chance for people who maybe don't have access to these kind of areas in real life. They can just come and chill here. So it's kind of interesting what Roblox can offer. These experiences are very rich, and sometimes they can be very effective, you know. It can actually teach you about nature. So when you actually go to nature, you're like, oh yeah, I saw that before, or I saw that. Oh yeah, I remember that. Alright, I might chill at this fire for a little bit and just let the camera soak in the scenery. So I'm just gonna vibe out here for a bit. Alright, I might go a little bit more and hike. So again, I don't know how long the stream is going to be, but I am kind of trying to create something pleasant for you guys to watch, you know. It's kind of for my enjoyment, you know, I'm going for a hike and then my friends can join. You can have some fun, but also, you know, oh, it looks like I got stuck here. Let's see if I can get out. Also, I see some streams on YouTube where it's like literally just a fire. They show a recording of a fire, like, and it's just looping for every 2 minutes, and you have like 60 people watching that. I'm like, this is just a loop on loop for, you know, whatever, 5 hours looping a fire, and it's getting so many views. And I'm like, okay, I guess people are interested in that. I mean, I kind of enjoy it, so maybe in the Roblox world we can find something that people enjoy watching, and they can like vibe out and just enjoy the sounds, enjoy the ambience, enjoy the people that might show up, whatever. That's what it's all about. It's just chilling and vibing, having a good time. So I have a couple friends with me. Both their names are Builder Dev. It's kind of cool. Shout out to Builder Dev and Builder Dev. They're both developers, as their names might suggest. And I'm looking forward to the games they produce. If they become good quality, I might take the time to visit and showcase. So let's see what they do. Of course, for anyone who's watching, I'm here to help. I'm here to offer guidance. I'm here to offer ideas, suggestions, troubleshooting. The only thing I won't do is I won't get in your game and develop for you. I just don't do that. It's a headache. It's a mess. Lots of complications. I just don't want it. So if I give you guys advice, I hope that you guys can just take it and apply it, and you guys can develop your skills and, you know, DIY, do it yourself. But the point is, I'm here to help in any way that I can. So feel free to ask questions, feel free to participate, share ideas, whatever. This is my avatar, ROBLOX-THANOS. So it wasn't too long ago that I would like play these games as a noob by myself, whatever. And I would sometimes wonder, like, you know, if I make a game, or if I end up becoming well known, will people just join me and like I play a game and people just join? And that's kind of happening. You know, maybe like 5 people would join. That's something. Maybe that will increase in the future, where we can start filling up some servers. That'd be really cool. And then we're just going for a little hike, enjoying this realistic forest in Roblox. Here we are at the bonfire again. It's a pretty cool place to just chill. Maybe take a breather and talk to your friends. Talk about life, you know, whatever it is. In real life, fires are a great place to gather around. Maybe cook some food. Talk about life, share stories. All that good stuff. So I enjoy seeing random players I've never seen before just come through. That's also part of the ambience. If you look up, you can see some birds flying around. Super cool. You can see the clouds moving. That's also, I enjoy that a lot. So I can look up at the sky and actually see the clouds moving. I enjoy that about those new Roblox updates because you can add clouds, you can add how many there are, and hopefully soon Roblox will make it to where you can add how often it rains and all that. That would be so cool. Well, the one thing I think they should add is the ability to get burned by these fires, because that would make it realistic. If you're standing on the fire, you start to take some damage, you know, that would be a little bit of realism there. All right, so yeah, I might just chill here for a little bit, and um, we can enjoy the ambience. I might walk around a little bit more. Again, leave the invitations open to you guys. If any of you see my streams and you want to join, my joins are open. I'm experimenting with just having my joins completely open. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is maybe every once in a while there might be a troll, or there might be someone who wants to be annoying or something, but I don't know. I think that's not really a big deal at this point. I want to leave the door open for anyone, because you might not be following me, you might not be on my friends list, so if you do want to join, you have the opportunity to do that. So with many games, I mean every game I guess, there's a limit. So usually the developer will put an invisible barrier. So I think it's right here, and we can't go further than that. So I kind of like to test the limits and see just how far I can go before that invisible barrier kicks in. So as you can see here, I can go pretty far. Yeah, I made it pretty far, and you can see here's the invisible barrier, and if you look beyond it, the forest kind of starts to become starts to lose detail. You can see the floors just doesn't make sense. So that's kind of like the limit, where they're like, okay, that's the edge of the forest, you know, I don't want anyone going past that, so they'll put a barrier. But at least what they did is they added a few more trees, a few more models, so you can at least see something off in the distance, even though you can't really walk there. But this makes me appreciate the areas I can walk a little bit more. There's an interesting avatar. It's the red astronaut from Among Us. Some of these newer avatars are just really amazing and interesting and weird and all that stuff. They're really pushing the limits of what you can do with an avatar these days. I think eventually Roblox is going to respond to that and be like, you know, you can't have an avatar that's like 30 studs tall and takes up a whole room. They have to put limits at some point. So, you know, me being like, I love outdoors and all that, I love hiking. Yeah, I see that mountain over there. I wish I could just keep hiking and hiking and going all the way to that mountain. Kind of like in games like Skyrim and stuff, or Oblivion. You can just keep going as far as the eye can see. But even those games, they do have barriers. Like you reach a point, you go so far, and you just can't go further. They have these invisible barriers. In my game, at least, I made the barriers, you can see them. So it's like a force field you can see. And so you know when you're coming up to it. So another friend has joined. It's always fun to have friends join. That's one thing about Roblox. They say it's funner with your friends, and for the most part, yes, that's true. There are some experiences that I'd rather play alone. That's just, you know, my preference. But for the most part, having friends join me is really awesome. So I encourage you guys to find some good friends. Find some friends that really care about you, that don't really, because I've had some people on my list that they like to judge, and they like to kind of be bullies a little bit, and you know, that's not really who I want on my list. So I pay attention to what kind of friends I have. Like, are they long-term friends? Do they join me often? Are they kind? You know, I pay attention to all these things, so that whenever someone joins me, I can rest assured that, you know, we're gonna have a good time, and it's not gonna be, you know, arguing or like, why'd you do this, why'd you do that, all that drama. So just heads up, you know, look out for those good friends, and when you find them, appreciate them. Let them know that you're thankful and all that, and you'll be surprised. You might have some lifelong friends. You might have some friends that you have for 10-20 years, and that's really something special, you know. Yeah, my friend Guard Alexander's mentioning the dragonflies. I think they're super cool. They might actually be able to move around however they want. Like these butterflies, I'm not sure. If I watch closely, I think these just go in a circle and they repeat the pattern. So if we watch, it'll come around and then do the same thing. So then if that's the case, I would say this butterfly is not really alive, because it's just doing the same thing over and over. Like these birds, I think they're also doing the same thing. But the dragonfly, I think, actually can move wherever it wants, so that's kind of awesome. It makes me appreciate it, you know, when you're just chilling and then a dragonfly comes up next to you. It is kind of something special, at least to me, because that's what happens to me in the real world. I go for hikes, and then, you know, butterflies, dragonflies will come up to me, and in real life, you know, that's a special thing, you know. It's not like it's nothing, you know. It's something. We have a bunch of people chilling here in the beginning. Kind of cool, you know. Bunch of new faces, new names. I think they're just appreciating the river. That kind of, so that we have a waterfall over there, and then it kind of cascades into a river. Then the river flows this way and just flows into a lake. It's kind of awesome. Like this game. Definitely has a lot of realism. So here's the dragonfly. If I watch it, I'll probably notice that, like, see how it's like turning around and just chilling. Like, there you go. Now it's going this way. So I'm pretty sure the dragonflies can go wherever they want. I'm not positive. They could be just going back and forth, and that would, you know, it is what it is. Well, let's see. Does it go back? Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I'd have to watch them for longer to know for sure, but maybe these can actually move wherever they want. Kind of like the fish. I'm not, again, I'd have to watch them to see if they're like programmed to move and they just repeat a pattern, or if they actually are able to choose where they go. Because again, that's what I go for in my game. I try to give all the animals and creatures the ability to choose where to go. So like, if they just want to jump in the water, they can, or if they want to just go off into the woods, they can. That's the whole point. Because that's when they start to come to life. Because I've noticed that the longer that my animals stay in my game, the more comfortable they get, or they like develop a personality almost. Like fish will swim better over time. Maybe certain animals will stay in certain areas because that's where they want to be. I don't know, especially I have a dangerous world called Infernius in my game, and sometimes the creatures will just fight and they'll attack each other. Sometimes they'll leave each other alone, or they'll run away from each other. It just really depends, you know, on what they feel like doing. So here's my friend. So they have their own cosplay that they were inspired by some of my avatar parts, so I guess that's cool, you know. I guess they appreciate what I wear. So we're just vibing here, some friends. You know, I feel like sometimes this is what Roblox is all about. You know, you just kind of the games can be fun. The games can like draw your attention, like tycoons and simulators. But sometimes what really makes the game fun is just your friends, and that's the point. Many people are like, when they play games like this, they ask, how do you play? Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, where are my points? Or what do I do? Like, and I'm just like, you have to figure that out. You're supposed to decide how to play. That's the point, you know? Because imagine playing a game that's one big tutorial. Like, it tells you, walk here, then walk here, then walk here, then walk here, then walk here, and do this. Walk here. Wow, quest complete. You're awesome. You know, like, you didn't choose anything. You were just told what to do. It's kind of cool avatar. Pepsi. Pepsi avatar. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Realism is a good way to go. If people want retro legacy maps, that's okay too. But realism is awesome. Yes, thing about Roblox, you don't have to make games more realistic. You don't, you know, it's what you choose to do. But the point is, as technology improves, like, these forests are going to become more realistic, and soon enough they're going to look so real that you can hardly tell it's a game. Like, you have to really look, and some people cannot tell the difference anymore, you know? Friend Michael Jordan is here. Awesome. So at the moment we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5 friends here. Yeah, I don't buy groups. I don't think that's good. It's good to buy groups for games. I would rather just make it myself and build it up myself. It's kind of weird. Like, imagine you have a group with 1 million, or let's just say a group with 1,000 people, and you just buy it. Like, all these people don't know who you are. They're complete strangers. They're not fans of you. Like, who the heck are these people? You're just buying a bunch of, you know, it's nothing. So we're getting really philosophical here. We're discussing the name Roblox and what it means and what it should be in the future. But if the name changed, then many people would forget about it or look for it and not find it, because millions of people know the name Roblox already. This is cool, because the thing is, if you get enough friends to join you, then it can start a chain reaction where their friends join your friends, and their friends join their friends, and it's like a domino effect, and then that's one way you can fill up a server and have a party, you know? Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of have the camera right here, and I might go, not really AFK, but just allow the camera to just view this angle, and we'll see the ambience, you know? So part of the reason for this stream is to allow new viewers to have something enjoyable to watch. So it could be, I could just be here at the waterfall and just chilling, and people might just tune in just to enjoy the sounds and
So part of the reason for this
enjoy
is
the
to
picture.
allow new viewers to have something enjoyable to watch. So it could be, I could just be here at the waterfall and just chilling, and people might just tune in just to enjoy the sounds and so part of the reason for this enjoy the picture.
Sorry about that double audio. That would be the, I have the phone on as well with the stream just to make sure that everything sounds good. Sometimes it's a little loud. So some of these streams might be pretty long, guys. So, you know, if you get bored, don't worry, you know. You can come back later, or you can just do something else. But sometimes I might be here for 2-3 hours or more. Just depends on how I feel, because, you know, I'm doing this for my own enjoyment, but I'm also trying to film it in a way that people, you know, new watchers or people who enjoy nature, for example, might appreciate it and just maybe have it on in the background, or maybe they'll try to fall asleep with it on. You know, people do that all the time on YouTube. They'll watch streams of like nature, or like a river or a fire, and people love that sort of stuff. We have some people chilling at the fire. Pretty cool place to vibe and hang out. Again, people can just sit and watch a fire. You know, people do that a lot during Christmas. They'll turn on a fire on the TV. And there's just something that they really enjoy. It's very therapeutic to listen to the crackling, to watch the logs burn and all that. So for my channel, you know, there are 3 major categories of content. Okay, you have videos, you have shorts, and then you have live. So you have 3 different content types, and you know, over the last few months I've been trying to balance that out. So like, I want to, you know, release a video every 2 or 3 days. I want to release a bunch of shorts every day, and I want to do some lives a couple times a week, few times a week. But it can be a little bit hard to balance all that out. What I would rather do is just upload whenever I feel like uploading. Of course, I don't want to go like a month without uploading. But my point is, if I want to just do a bunch of lives and then not upload a video for a while, like that's totally cool with me, you know. You know, a lot of people expect a schedule, or they're like, you know, I'm gonna upload a video every Thursday and every Tuesday, and then they kind of put themselves in a bad situation because their fans are like, "Where's your video? Why didn't you upload? What's going on? Are you okay?" Like, so I don't like to put myself in a schedule. I just like to upload whenever I feel like it, and I might record one thing, a certain topic, and then switch it up. So, just depends on what I feel like doing. That's the point. What's up, Chris? Welcome to the stream.
Just depends on what
They also joined the experience. That's awesome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset so I can find Chris a little bit easier, because I don't know if he is familiar with this forest. So so maybe he'll reset and we can meet up. It's not a huge game, but it's easy to get lost because there's so many models and bushes and trees. It's my friend Chris, also a developer. So I think most of my friends are developers at this point. It's kind of awesome. All like we're looking at 4 developers, 5 including myself. So it's kind of cool. Most of them I met at Developer Hub, so shout out to that game. Great place to meet developers. I guess I'm letting Chris choose the way. So as you can see, Prince is, I think it's Guard's friend. So the more of your friends that join, then their friends join them, and it just turns into a snowball effect. So you can see this server has quite a few people in it. When I first joined, there were about 4 other people. Now it's definitely packed. I think Chris wants to continue exploring, so we'll just go ahead and follow him. Yeah, so unfortunately, eventually you're gonna come across that invisible barrier. You can't go any further. We can see further with the camera, but you can see the detail kind of goes down, right? Because you can't even walk over there. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to leave the camera on this waterfall for a little bit. Alright, I want to get a nice view of it, and I just want to chill and allow the stream to record the waterfall for a bit. So if anyone is joining they can just kind of chill and enjoy the ambience and all that.
So I'm going to mute the camera.
So again, when I started playing Roblox, I was mostly an explorer. I was an adventurer. I would look for all kinds of experiences and explore them. I would look at all the models. I would go into all the caves. I would go into all the secret areas, and I would look for those games that like no one really plays, no one really heard about. Some of them are pretty amazing. Like these developers made a whole world, whatever, a whole story, and like nobody plays it, right? But I love to explore those things, and that's kind of how I started, and that's still the way I am. So I might do a lot of streams where I'm like just exploring Roblox and looking for amazing experiences, and maybe some of those that no one ever heard of, they might get discovered. So again, you can see the clouds moving up above. It's kind of awesome. Again, adds to that realism. What would be cool is like if you could program like rain and wind to happen every once in a while, you know, like it can be calm and then all of a sudden like a breeze comes in, or all of a sudden the clouds get dark and starts to storm or whatever. That I think is taking it to the next level, and I can't wait to see that. I mean, you can script clouds. Like you can get a bunch of clouds to like gather with a script, like have them all come to a spot at a certain time, and then you could trigger rain to fall when that happens, and trigger lightning strikes, all with scripts. And people I guess don't really realize the amazing things you can do with scripting. There is like almost no limit. So the things I'm talking about, I bet you guys can already do it, and I'll probably try to do it too when I get a chance. Kind of cool. I got a few of my friends here, my friends of friends, and this random guy who's trying to conquer the waterfall. He looks like he fell though, and he left because he gave up. So back when I was a noob, you know, I would like join a game and I would wait like, I don't know, 30 minutes just to see if anyone would join, and there were times it just never happened. And I thought about, you know, maybe in the future that will change, and maybe, you know, one day I'll play games and a bunch of people will join, and that's kind of starting to happen, you know. Like I have a bunch of friends here, and my dream really is to, you know, join a game and then the servers become full, you know, like 30, 40, 50 people come through. Because that would, first of all, that would be fun, you know, but second of all, those games that I visit would get some attention, you know. Like if there's a good game, it's got like 20 visits, and all of a sudden I play it and then it jumps up to 1,000, and then people start playing it, you know. That's a kind of a cool service I could do, you know. I wouldn't want to do it for money. I wouldn't want people to ask me, beg me. I would just look for good games, play the games I enjoy, and if you happen to be the creator of a game I love, then I guess you just luck out. Kind of like Flamingo, right? Everybody wants Flamingo to play the game, and it's up to him though, you know. It's whatever he feels like doing. So if he plays your game, man, that's awesome. He might never play it again, but at least he played it that one time. So I guess people are going out third person. It's kind of a cool picture. I'll get a nice screenshot. I'll do it again. But yeah, this is what Roblox is all about. Is exploring and spending time with friends, you know. Okay, we have another friend who joined, so I think they're probably gonna be lost. I bet I can see them from here, like they're probably over here. So my friend is asking what does he need to do to gain my trust? Maybe he wants to be a moderator in my group or game, whatever. And I would say, you know, it takes time, but you would just need to be kind, be cool, don't lie or cheat, and also be a good person. I don't know, overall a good person. But I would remind them, again, it takes time. It takes time for me to really see that. You know, building trust, you can't really do that. You can't really build trust in an instant. You can't build trust in a day. You can't just be like, I was good yesterday, so you should trust me now. Like, it doesn't work like that. You know, when I'm talking time, I might watch what you do for a year, 2 years before I decide to, like, promote you a couple times, whatever. And that's just the way it is. And then when people do things that, you know, hurt me or betray me, that sets them back. You know, it takes a long time to rebuild that trust. And again, just giving donations is not gonna be like the thing that gets you trust. It's the time. It takes time for me to see who you are. You know, that's the point. Like, I need to know who you are, and you can't just show me who you are in one day. You know. But I will say, if you ask for ranks, that kind of is a bad sign. Like, I want you guys to know that I will rank you up or whatever if I want to, but asking only makes it harder for me to rank. So just know, asking for stuff like that is counterproductive. Anyways, that's the thing, you know, in my game, in my group, and even on my YouTube channel, I'm looking for moderators. I'm looking for people who are actually worthy and true and you know, deserve the rank or whatever. Because the truth is, as the channel grows, the game grows, I will need moderators. I will need people to help me keep the peace, or make sure that hackers or exploiters, or you know, even worse, you know, you get predators and stuff. I will need help with finding those people and blocking them and all that good stuff. So keep in mind, you know, I am looking for moderators, but that I have a lot of other ranks in between that. So, like, you know, I have helper, I have guardian, I have champion, and moderators are kind of near the top. So if you guys want to be a moderator, you kind of have to climb the ranks. You have to prove yourself. You gotta be a good person. You gotta be a good friend. And one thing about me is that I can always tell who's real, who's not. I'm really good at judging character. So just be true. You know, that's the whole point. Be true, and we'll see what happens. I might continue on hiking for a little bit. So that's the thing about these streams, like they can be pretty long, so I constantly have new people coming in and just watching the stream at whatever point. So you guys, you know, you don't feel pressured to have to stay. You know, if you get bored, whatever, feel free to do your own thing. Just join whenever you want. So again, guys, I'm a solo developer and I don't really want to work on any games. I'm willing to offer advice and help, but I do not want to develop any other games. Legit don't want to. Here's my friend B4 ARIP, Light GF. So shout out to Builder Dev, my friend here. He has been in my streams now for like 5 hours, so that's pretty cool. So here's an example of a long time fan or friend, is this guy, because it's been like a year and he's helped me with advertising my game, or just would hang out. So that's a good example of someone that I know would you know, would be deserving of a rank or two, you know. And many of you I've met recently, or I'm coming to know who you are. So, you know, just give it time, and if you're a real fan, I'll know. You know, time will tell. That's the whole point. Time will tell. Many people have joined me in the past, and then I've never seen them. I never see them again. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, you want to do your own thing, and you don't really want to be here. So, you know, I can't just give everyone rank, because they might not use it correctly. Oh, that's cool. So Chris, he was talking about, one of my games is like an inferno, has a lot of fire and monsters, and he's like, you know, why don't I make an avatar for your game, whatever. And so I think this avatar looks really cool. Honestly, I'm a big fan of the you know, heavy plate armor and all. That's super cool. Yeah, I think it looks pretty pro and all that. If I was playing a fighting game and I was matched against him, I'd be like, dang, I'm probably I might lose this one. Sheesh, that's expensive. Yeah, I mean, I remember uh, dumping a lot of money into games I love. Like, there was a game I used to play called War Robots, and they dropped a new robot, and I spent $300 to get it. Like, and now it's a weak one. You know, now if you use it, you'll be called a noob. I'm like, so I spent $300 for something that one time was super epic, and then a year later, it's outdated and it's a newbie robot. So, you know, it is what it is. You live and learn, and it's just life. So if I examine Chris's avatar, I'll know exactly what he's wearing. I don't know what it is, honestly. Never seen it. So it's called Misfortunes. That's what it is. The Misfortune set. Pretty cool. I'm sure it costs like 1,000 Robux or something. I don't know. Oh wait, I think I can get the price on it too. So if I click this, yeah, 1,250. Nice. So that way, not everyone can get it, because then it makes it less valuable if everyone can buy it. If it was like 10 Robux, then, you know, it's not as cool because it's easy to get. But yeah, that's about right for such UGC. You should pay for a little bit. It only makes sense. It's not a horrible price to pay. I mean, for that, it's, you know, $10. Yeah, no, I agree that the new Arthro characters, a lot of them are misses. They really don't look very good. I know that Roblox is trying to push all the realistic stuff, but then they drop this Arthro stuff, which is really creepy, actually. I've seen some creepy Arthro stuff, and it's like, doesn't even look good. You go from a blocky character to like this. It doesn't even. It just looks weird. The eyes are creepy and the smiles are creepy. They're not trying to make creepy avatars, but they just do, and that's why you don't see a whole lot of Arthro characters, even though it's been out for like 5, 6, 7 years. People just don't like it, and it shows. So, you know, the customer is always right. Yeah, that's a good question. How are flowers growing here? I don't know. You gotta ask the developer. They're the one Either they'll give you an answer, or they'll just change it. Like, oh yeah, that makes no sense. Let me change that. My bad. Yeah. I enjoyed this hike. We went around a few times. We had like, I don't know, 15 different friends show up. What a wonderful experience. You know, had a lot of fun. I might wrap it up pretty soon here, but I just want to say thanks to everyone who joined, and those who didn't join me in game. If you want to, the door is open. You know, you can feel free to join me at any time. So I think I will wrap up the stream here in just a minute. And I just want to remind you guys that it does support me a lot. Every minute that you watch brings me one step closer to becoming monetized. So that's one way you can show support. Like, you know, some people say like, you know, I can't donate you Robux. Well, if you spend 5 minutes in my stream, that means the world to me, and it's super cool. Again, I want you guys to enjoy it. I want you to make sure, I want to make sure you guys have fun. So if you're not, you know, feel free to you know, do your own thing. You know, I'll see you at another time, you know. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream there. It's been very fun. I appreciate your time. We'll do this again soon. I might come up with some ideas, make a nice list of games that I really enjoy, and I'll try to remember some games I played when I was a noob like 6 years ago, and we can revisit that. Alright guys, I'll see you later.